All right, this is a 2020 Ram 6.7 liter Cummins. I recently did the Banks Monster Ram upgrade. However, as I was tightening that last fuel line back there, this one in the far back, if you can see it, that one way back there, I think I had my crow's foot up against the valve cover and not squarely on the fuel line. Let me see if I get a better shot. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. There it is. That one back there. So I think the crow foot was touching that little rusty metal tab on the top, or up against the side of the motor, and I don't think I got it torqued down right. It's either that one or it's this other one down here. But one of these fuel lines wasn't tight enough, even though I thought I had torqued them all down per the instruction sheet from Banks. I had a little bit of diesel fuel leaking, just kind of dripping off the motor, especially when it sat overnight. There'd be a little wet spot. So I read that if you take the valve cover off, you can get better access to those fuel lines. Anyway, valve cover removal. The most difficult part is trying to separate the valve cover from this gasket. So this gasket here goes all the way around. You can see these little tabs that stick outside. Those, when you go to remove the valve cover, the gasket's going to be kind of stuck to it. This electronic harness that connects here and here in the back, there's another one. So that harness is secured to the valve cover body. So if you don't separate the gasket from the valve cover itself, you're not going to be able to pull the valve cover off. So all I did was I took this non-marring tool right here, and then I just kind of wedged it between the valve cover and the gasket, and then worked it all the way down and around. And the best place to start really is right here where this tab is. I just wedged it up between the cover and the valve gasket, and then just kind of wedged, making sure that you don't actually damage your valve cover gasket. You don't want to damage this portion right here as you're going around. So make sure that you're putting pressure on this outside plastic piece and not this inside rubber. You don't want to damage that seal capability. Supposedly these gaskets are pretty dang expensive. All right, hopefully that helped you guys. For the Banks kit, the mistakes I made that hopefully you won't make sure you tighten up those fuel lines properly, and that the crow's foot's not stuck up against something that's not movable, or you're going to get a bad calibration. I should have known it, because now thinking back, when I torqued everything down, I had to get a couple turns on everything, but I'm pretty sure that back one, I think it like tripped the torque right away, and I should have known better. You know, that's not torquing the actual nut. I'm just pushing up against the motor or something. So I was exhausted and tired, and I think I just kept pushing. Anyway, so don't make that mistake. And then when you go to pull your EGR valve, because I didn't delete the EGR system off this. I don't want to have to deal with the emissions testing around that. But anyway, when I pulled my EGR valve, I should have just went ahead and cleaned it. I didn't at that time. So now that I'm going back in here to tighten the fuel lines, I pulled the EGR valve off, and I got that thing soaking over here. Here's the valve cover right there. I got my EGR valve soaking in this bucket, I just poured in some, what's this stuff called? Purple Power Extreme Cleaner Degreaser. I just kind of poured that into the valve bodies there, and I poured some into the where it comes in. That's pretty much it. Good luck, guys.